something I actually want to say, because I've taken my time, I've gone through journals on international articles on international journals, both continental, across Africa, and even national journals. But there is something I still found it very difficult to understand. I can't really understand the fact that we in Africa, we are the ones that have the lithium, the cobalt, the gold, the zinc, the uranium, the gold, the diamond, the petroleum, the oil, and other rich mineral resources. Why the Europeans and the Americans, even the Chinese, they will just come down here with white paper called the United States dollars. Take these rich minerals from us, go abroad and build good society for themselves, good economic friendly environment, and good edifice for their people. While we in Africa that have all these rich minerals wallow in poverty. It's something I can still understand. And I can't really comprehend the fact that the petrodollar system that was introduced between the United States government and the Saudi Arabia Authority in 1974 is clearly affecting our GDP. It's something I can't still understand. I can't understand that even after 60 years of decolonization, 14 countries in Africa are still that have ties with France are still using CFA franc, a currency that is being printed in France. I can still understand that fact. I can understand the fact that officially Africa is made up of 54 sovereign countries. Africa, you see summits like the Russia African Summit, China African Summit, and even of recent, Japan African Summit. That one sovereign country, China, Russia, and Japan, who think that they want to develop the 54 countries in Africa. I don't have issue with multilateralism or bilateralism. But the question is, how do you think that one country, China, can develop the 54 African sovereign states? How do you think that is possible? It is rated and it is well known, it's fact, that over 40% of the world rich minerals is in Africa. It simply means Africa in general put together is more richer than Russia, China, or Japan put together. But these countries with even less mineral resources wants to develop Africa with much mineral resources. It's something I can still understand. But let me state this fact very clear. We in African socialism, there's something we believe. We believe that history is the root of politics, and politics is the fruit of history. When you look at it back, how did we African countries manage to gain political independence, even if that we are still being bedeviled with economic dependence on the West and neo-colonialism? We got a political independence when African elite choose the path of Pan-Africanism. The decolonization of African states came only when Africans choose the path of Pan-Africanism. And I've always stated this fact very clear. If we in Africa don't want to continue to be used as puppets of the West, that one country will invite us, that they want to develop us, using us, turning us here and there, that our leaders will go photo shoot with Chinese leader, with the Russian leader or the Japanese leader, then African countries must adopt the African socialism model. And early sons of Africa, like Kwame Nkrumah realizes this, Steve Biko realizes, Soko Ture realizes this, Julius Nyerere realizes this, and I'll tell you, Thomas Sankara and Patrice Lumumba, even our own iconic African son, Kone Mama Gaddafi, and even us in Nigeria, Ramat Murtala Mohammed realizes this, Margaret Ekpo, Jaja Nwachukwu, all these men realizes that it is only African socialism, an economic model built on the 5 pillars of African socialism that can help Africa come out of being puppet of the West. And let me state this fact very clearly. For us in Africa, if we don't want to continue to be used as puppets of the West, then we must go the African socialism way. Because that is the only panacea to save Africa from backwardness, to save Africa to be used as puppet of the West. Let me mention something. Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. He's actually into production of EV vehicles. But let us state this fact very clear. The material using in producing the EV vehicles that make Elon Musk the richest man, where has he got it from? It is rated that 70% of the world cobalt is in Africa. Elon Musk, the cobalt is using to produce elite vehicles is gotten from the Democratic Republic of Congo. But go and check Democratic Republic of Congo. It's been shared, balkanized into rebel zone, funded by Belgian authority, American authority, and even the Chinese authority. Because out of 19 mining companies in the Democratic Republic of Congo, 15 are affiliated with Chinese companies. You can see what is happening in the country, in the continent. You can see how Africa has been placed in the world. The Europe and the Americans with their theory of comparative advantage, you can see where they have kept Africa. Africa continue to produce raw material for them, and we remain backward nation. Let me state this fact very clear. And before I end, let me pass a message to the President of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Monsieur le Président, Democratic Republic de Congo, Felix Tshisekedi, please sir, I beg you, out of 200 artisan miners in your country, 40,000 are children. This is clear child labor. Children under the age of 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, and even 9 years are working in bad working condition and environment under Chinese affiliated company, mining cobalt and other rich minerals. And most times these children they die, the Chinese authority, they just pay stipends to the family and hide it even from the authority. I'll beg you, Monsieur President, Republic de Congo, I beg you, sir, please stand up and do the needful. If China want to carry out child abuse, they should continue with what they are doing to the Uyghurs. They shouldn't bring child labor to Africa. And to African Union and the Pan-African Parliament, please, I beg you, it is time that Africa determine her destiny. It is time that Africa stand up and take the bull by the horn. It is time that Africa decide to pathway for its own responsibility, not to be toiled around by European imperialist power or Chinese imposition on Africa. Please, I beg you all, let's choose the path of Pan-Africanism and take African socialism economic model to save Africa from being a backward country. Thank you.